Hello and welcome. I am Ollie Juno and this is my crafty corner. This is a stitch with me today. Like I said, I did not do a floss tube this week, but we did get things situated and moved around, so I was able to get everything set up to do a stitch with me. I really have no clue which stitch with me number I am currently on. So that will be in the description below. Because I think I'm on 43, maybe? I don't know. Alright, so before I'm going to be stitching on my Kitten and the Rose from Zindy Nelson, I believe is his name. It is a Heaven and Earth design. It is being done on 25 count 1/1 full cross. I am pre-gridding myself with my blue grid pen that I got from Hobby Lobby. Before we get to stitching, I want to show a couple of pictures. It is not stitchy related, but it is of my daughter, and she's headed off to prom, and I just think she looks gorgeous, and we had a blast getting all the pictures taken today. So I wanted to go ahead and show those. I did post them on my Instagram, so if you do happen to follow me on Instagram, you can see them. You might have already seen them, but here we go. This is my middle daughter. She is 17 years old, and tonight is prom. That is her dress that she bought. And there's a family photo, of course. Not a great angle, but that is my husband. There's my daughter, and there's her date for the night. And there they are. They're a cute couple. And that is her best friend. And that, the other guy, is her boyfriend's brother. So it just worked out great that her best friend is dating her boyfriend's brother. So they got to go to prom together. And they were dancing here. She's fixing his suit there. That's super cute. I love it. And this is just my pictures. They actually had a professional photographer there. The boyfriend's parents had an actual photographer out there, so we'll be getting copies of those when they get those completed. So really looking forward to those. All right, so my setup is a little different than normal. My camera is like right here in front of my face, so I know I'm looking up there because I'm not used to this being right here. I did get a new lamp, and with everything being rearranged, I've got the camera in a different spot. So we're going to see how this angle works, and we'll go from there. I'm going to scoot up, and I'm using a different stand. I'm not using my Lowry stand. I have my Lowry stand set up in my bedroom in the recliner chair. If you've seen, actually I can show you my setup. Here we go. Bring this back up. So this is my office area right now. So I'm sitting over with the 3 monitors. The 2 monitors is my work desk. But I'm sitting over here, and I've got, I don't know which stand this is called. I don't want to shift anything. Let's see. This stand. I don't know which kind it's called. I got it off of Etsy. But I've got it sitting in front of me on my desk. And I don't want to move my Lowry stand because it is placed perfectly right next to my chair. in my other craft room. I have my supplies and stuff in here, my little amount that I've got, but I've got my supplies there. I've got my scroll frames hanging on the wall, so they're less likely to get knocked over, stepped on, messed up, anything like that. And then I've got my chair there, and I've been stitching there the last couple of days, and it has been extremely comfortable. So I'm a lazy person, and if I don't have to move something, I'm not. If it's set up in one area, that's most likely the area that I'm going to sit in, just because it's the easiest to get to without having to set everything up. So, plus I have not liked the fact that I haven't been using all the stands that I have. Oops, excuse me. Because, at the moment, I have the Lowry stand. Then I have another floor stand that it's the first one I've invested in. I'll get back to the stand in a minute. I'm going to be doing a loop finish, and I've scrolled out, but I want to walk through. Anybody who's interested, I'm going to walk you through how I do my loop finishes. So I do the stitch, and then I come up the hole, I go down, back the hole I just came out of, then I keep hold of this, and then I go back, I go up the top right, excuse me, and then I push the needle through the hole I created, and pull it up, and I go back down that bottom left hole. Then, for me, I am to do the final ending of it. I come back up, so like these are all the same color, so I will come back up one of these that are just a little further away, and then I will push directly into the fabric underneath the X, and then I'm done. It's not going to go anywhere. Now, I am able to, like, if I need to frog after I've done parked, or, oh, sorry. I am able to frog it after I have finished it, because you can dig the thread back out even though you finish it that way. But it doesn't come out otherwise. So I really enjoyed finishing doing it that way, because I don't have to I don't have to flip my thing over. I don't leave any extra fabric sticking up or thread sticking up, because I was doing pin stitches. But for me, I don't like the pin stitches, because like when you go to end, you still have that that thread sticking up there, and that bothers me. I don't like seeing it. So when I watched somebody sit there and end their thread up underneath like that, I was like, yes, I have to do that. So, and then to start, if I have a long strand to go, like if I know I've got a good section, then I just do, I think it's considered a waist thread. If I don't have very far to go, then I will do a loop start, which is just the opposite way I did the finish. There we go. Alrighty. Okay, so that was my short little tutorial, just in case anybody was interested in how I finished off a thread and started a thread. So back to the floor stands. I actually remembered what I was talking about. Alrighty. Yeah, I have one of the, I don't even know. Oh, I want to also say, I'm pretty sure you can hear the keyboards in the back. I'm sorry. I am in the room with my son now, and he's playing a game, which is basically hitting the keys at the right tone, right mark. I don't know. It's called F and F. Ooh, sorry. It's called F and F. I'm not sure of the game. It's basically Dance Revolution, like a dance game with a keyboard. So it's just like he's got to hit the left, right, up, down arrows in time with the music, and when they go across the screen. See, you can kind of see it in the background there. I suck at those games, and I wouldn't get very far in them, but he's really good at them. He's got the hand-eye coordination, that's for sure. Okay, back to the stands, and let me know if the tapping is too much. Oop, that's falling. Because I can try to schedule it where he's not playing that game when I stream. But yeah, I've got a floor stand. I had two of the exact same type of floor stand because I had one for upstairs and one for downstairs. But it's the kind that you have to like flip up to get to the back. It's not that big of a deal now because I don't normally have to flip mine, but I don't like it. You know, normally having to take the product off, the scroll frame off, or the Q-snap off the frame to get to the back of it very easy. So I have that one that's sitting downstairs in the closet, and then I bought this one, and I really like this one because it's got the bars on it so that I can just set the scroll frame on it. And then I got a Christmas present from my grandpa that is the other version of this one. It doesn't have the bar here. It just, you screw it into the legs. Which, that one's fine, but it's harder to switch projects or move projects because you have to screw everything off. And I didn't want that one because I'm picking this one up from my computer room and taking it into my bedroom because this is my focus, hopefully to stay my focus for the month of May. I want to see how much I can get completed on this before the end of May. I will say that may not stay true towards the middle of the month, but that's the goal for the moment. I would love to get these last 2 pages finished, but yeah, that's quite a few stitches to do. But if I can get a dent into them, then that just means it's a little closer to being done. But I've never been very good at monogamous stitching. I think the only reason I've been able to keep stitching on this one truthfully is I haven't had a whole lot of stitchy time with us rearranging the house. We're still not done. We've got everybody in the bedrooms they're supposed to be in. I'm moving my office out of this room because it's about to be summertime, and being in the same room as my son during the summer vacation is not that good of an idea. And we've been talking about letting him do online schooling like his sister, instead of making him go into public school. So that would mean that he would be home during the day. And he'll need his own space to do his schoolwork. So we are moving my work desk downstairs, but we're not able to do that just yet because my middle daughter has not had time to rearrange her room yet, and most of their stuff is still in my living room. So there is no moving anything out of the living room or in the living room till they are able to do that. But with prom coming up, they really have not had any time this week to rearrange their room. Like, truthfully, she was so excited. She woke up at 8 o'clock this morning and started getting ready. I never went to prom. So I don't know anything about it. Not even sure how I would have been if I would have gotten to go to prom. But I wasn't even in school. I don't know if I'm pretty sure I've mentioned this on my channel before. Before I went and got my GED and did some college, I had a 6th grade education. Not really going to go into details on it. Wasn't my choice. It was a choice that was made by my parents that felt like it was the right one at the time, which very possibly could have been. Sometimes I will say there are times that I really wish that I would have been able to complete school properly, but then again, I also have the belief that things happen for a reason. So, like, if I would have been able to complete school, I wouldn't be where I am today and have the kids and the family that I have. And I wouldn't trade that for the world. So, I am where things happen for a reason. So, there was a reason I didn't complete my schooling. But I did go and get my education when I was older. So, and now I am in the IT tech field. So, yeah, we're all good. But I didn't have a lot of, experiences with dances and proms and stuff like that growing up. So it was interesting watching them do it, and then watching all her other friends do the prom thing and seeing how different she is from the others. Because I didn't buy, I think the only thing I bought for her for the prom thing was the hair dye that she used, which we had planned on me being able to use part of it, but we ended up using it all on her instead. But the hair dye is the only thing I bought. She bought her dress, her shoes, everything. Technically, she bought 2 dresses. She had the one dress she purchased. She bought it about over a month ago. It's a handmade dress, I believe. I'm pretty sure it's handmade, but it's from Mexico, and unfortunately there was shipping delays, so it did not get here in time. And she found out, she reached out to them last week on Monday or Friday of last week. She reached out to them, and they're like, yeah, due to shipping delays, it's not going to be shipped on time. So literally on Monday, we were driving around trying to find her a prom dress. And we did, which is the one she's wearing now, which turned out very beautiful. But Eowyn now has made the said that if she's going to be ordering anything that's being handmade, she's going to make sure to order it at least 3 months in advance. Otherwise, she's not going to order it. But, you know, luckily, the dress that she's ordering, she can save it. She still has, you know, she has prom next year. And if she's anything like we were at her age, she's not going to gain an ounce of weight. So she'll still be able to wear it with no issues. But I am definitely looking forward to seeing the dress that she ordered online. The picture that she showed us looked, you know, gorgeous, but pictures and real thing are two different things. I'm still waiting on things that I've ordered to come in. Actually, I'm only waiting on one thing. If it's still not here when I do my floss tube next week, I'm going to go ahead and show all my haul. And then I'll just show a picture of the thread that I'm waiting on. That way everybody gets an idea of what I plan on doing and what I'm planning on starting. Because I'm starting, I'm planning on starting 2 new projects for sure, possibly 3. One is going to be a HAED, one is going to be a long dog sampler, and then the other one is going to be a pattern off Etsy. I will show all those next week on my floss tube that I do. Probably won't have anything but this to show, so maybe the haul all the haul that I get will help add a little time to my video, because it's gonna be a fairly short one, because I don't really have anything as of right now. My goal is just to stitch on this, so, but who knows. This weekend I may be like, I'm tired of stitching blacks, yellows, and yellows. Where is yellow? Black, brown, and gray, which is basically what I'm going to have until maybe the last 6 rows. I'd say about 20, the last 20 rows, which that one has a lot more of the color variations in it. But I will say I definitely am enjoying doing the 20 diagonals instead of the 10 diagonals. It really has made a difference in my stitching. I don't finish the row as quickly, but I do feel like I'm making a good dent in it. Give me just a second here. There's that. Fixing to say something wasn't looking right. There we go. There we go. Okay. About done with this thread's about gone too. But all right. Let's see. What else to talk about? Yeah. like I said, we are not moving, so we're rearranging everything. Really enjoying the way things are getting rearranged. It's, you know, I'm looking forward to when we're done rearranging everything. But I think it's going to work out pretty well. I think we'll be alright. Just, I have to stay up on doing chores. I hate doing chores. I hate laundry and I hate dishes. What sucks is we have a dishwasher, but every time we use the dishwasher, it just leaves white smudges and streaks all over it. I think it's because we got hard water here, and we just can't seem to, like, it just messes up in the dishwasher. And they've replaced the dishwasher about 2 years ago because it completely quit working. I could possibly get them in here to fix it again, but it's just like, I'm to the point where I just use my dishwasher as a drainer. My drain, so I just like wash the dishes and stack them. But the thing that we've done for a workaround and is on the dishes, we have our nice set of plates, and then we have our paper plates that we use all the time. But sometimes, you know, some of the meals that you eat, you need more than a paper plate. It's just the way it is. You need a bowl, you need a plate, you need silverware. Well, we have decided that everybody is going to have one set. Like one plate, one bowl, one cup, one set of silverware to keep up with. Nobody should be getting into the cabinet to get any of the other dishes. Basically, we bought these. You know, they're just cheapy sets. Nothing big or major on them. But it's like time to eat. I need plates. I yell for people to bring down their plates. That's what they bring down. They bring those particular plates down or bowls down. Plates aren't too big of a deal because we almost always use paper plates. But we can use these as bottoms to hold the paper plate. Alright, so I'm ending this again. And we're going to change color. Alright. There. There you go. You learn how to do it, and you learn and you start learning how the tension feels in the back, like when you go through an actual cloth. Sorry for bumping that, guys. Yeah. Now let me mark where I've done. I have a very bad habit of doing all my stitching and then marking everything. It's not good at all, but that's what I do. Alright. I believe that is right. 1, 2, 3, and 4. There we go. We got those marked. Alright, so we are actually going to move down, and we are going to go back, or I'm going to go to this color. It's a little more, you gotta plan for it. It's not as easy as the prior stitching, but I've been stitching black so far today for 369 stitches. And then last night I did about 200 stitches of black. So I'm ready for some color. Even if it is just brown. Alright. Alright. So I am starting here. And so with this one, we are going to do a loop start because there's not very many. Is it here? Yes. We are going to go here. There we go. I'm going to go down. Which I could do the waist method here as well. But I just like doing a more secure loop start. And then that one is here. Alrighty. Okay, let's see. Nope. Here. All right. See, like this area actually has 3 different colors. This one also has the gray color in the mix of it. But I'm working on quite a bit of the brow of the cat right here. And so that's why there's not very many colors. But yeah, like I said, I don't know what I was just talking about. But I know I've got the 3 starts planned. I'm trying not to start them 2, 3 until after May, but truthfully, once the thread gets here, I'll probably go ahead and start them just because I can't help myself. Try to make sure I'm right. Should be right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, yep, that's right. So what I'm doing right now is I'm weaving my way to the top of this particular area so that I can come back down. Here and here. Yes. Okay. Making sure I'm in the right spots. It's not too big of a deal if I'm not in the right spot, with it just being the 3 colors. But I still like trying to make sure I've got everything in order if I can help it. And that is the right stopping point. Yay! I'm going the right way. Oops. Give me my thread back. So far, I'm liking the angle that I have for the camera. I think it's working pretty well. It's not really in my way. The face camera is doing pretty good too. I'm hoping the camera, the volume level is okay. Because like I said, I had to reset everything up. And I always seem to, like, I'm hoping I've got the volume right. I've got music playing because I don't like playing with no noise. I don't like stitching with nothing in the background. See, I thought I was in the wrong place, but turns out I'm in the right place. I was just trying to stitch one too many stitches. But yeah, I don't like stitching if there's no noise in the background, like no talking, no music, no audiobooks. I don't know, it just drives me nuts. I just gotta have something. And more often than not, I have multiple things going. Like, a lot of times I will have music playing and run a movie. Or I'll have music and turn around and have an audiobook running in my ear. Just because I have to have the noise. Mark my stuff. That one. Alright, so that is the 4. So now I'm doing 3. We'll do it this way. Yeah, so it's like I'll have an audiobook running in the background, and I'll have my computer playing music. I always listen to my audiobook on my earbuds. For one, most people don't want to hear my audiobooks because they are romance books and they have scenes that I don't want everybody to hear in the first place. When it comes to audiobooks, I really don't have a particular genre that I listen to. I listen to a little of all. Historical, dark, fiction, aliens, werewolves, vampires. I'm not really picky if it's got a good story. Recently I've been on kind of a mafia kick. Keep reading the mafia warrior type books at the moment. I will figure out my words. Maybe. One of these days. Alright, let's go up. And one thing nice about doing the view here, I also see it up here, so I don't always have to look over here, even though I tend to. Alright, so tonight will be the first time in a bit that I've been able to join any of the Zoom meetings, so we'll see if anybody's in. I don't really have any major plans this weekend. I know it is Mother's Day weekend, but we don't really do much for Mother's Day. I know we're going to go over to our friend's house. My husband's doing game night again. I go over there and I do my stitching. I enjoy that. I really enjoy going over there, and like I'll watch TV, and then when our friend's mom gets home, I'll sit and chat with her. She really enjoys seeing my cross stitch stuff, so I like showing her my updates on what I've gotten completed and stuff like that. I don't know. I just like showing off my work to anybody who cares to look at it. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to my 2 new starts. Like I said, I will show those off on hopefully Wednesday is the goal. But we all know how my goals go. They don't always go as planned. So hopefully I can get them. Where am I? Okay. Like, where am I? What am I stitching? I'm not in the right spot, am I? Yes, I am. keep trying to go down one further than I need to. Okay. And now we'll go down to the next row. I wouldn't mark this off because I kept getting myself confused. There we go. Then this one starts here. But yeah. I don't know. I keep saying I want to do this one, but I'm not gonna like do this one all May. And then I just start thinking about, you know, it's like I got the fabric, I almost have the thread, then I can do a new start. But then I start going, no, I need to get some progress on this one. I've had this one for a year. Actually almost a year and a half now. And I'm at 28%. And I had, when I first got this, I started calculating up how long this was going to take me. And I calculated up as long as I did 300 stitches a day, I'd have it finished in 2024. So I've got a lot of catching up to do. Which, don't get me wrong, there are days, especially with this particular one, since they're a lot of the same colors, there are days I can put 1,000 stitches into this in a day. I think there was one time I put 1,200 stitches in it. I haven't gotten much more than that on stitch wise. Probably because this is full cross. If it was 10th stitch, it'd be a whole nother story. But I don't do a lot in, you know, I probably won't do too many in 10th stitch. I currently have 3 projects in 10th stitch. And, whoops, hold on. What am I doing? That is not a skip. I skipped a stitch that didn't need skipped. Alright, and then this is going here. Alright, but yeah, because I have my dream catcher that is a Gecko Rouge pattern. It is 10th stitch on 25 count. I'm okay with finishing it, but I won't do 25 count again as 10. I don't like it at all. 28 count, I'm okay with its 10 stitch. My preferred count for 10th stitch is 32 count so far. Speaking of which, I really need to work on that one. My wild rose, it's the one I started for my birthday. I do need to work on that one. I don't know. Maybe I'll start like making focus ones where I try to make sure I get so many stitches into it in a week. That way I can still stitch on other projects as well. So as long as I get this many stitches in it, then I won't feel, well, I won't feel upset if I put it aside anyway. I'm pretty good about not beating myself up because I don't stitch on it. Whether I must or should. It's not about a must or should. It's about enjoying yourself and stitching what you like. This one, I am enjoying stitching it. It is with it being a fairly simple colors and with changing up how I'm stitching it has really helped make it much easier to basically stitch on with non-stop. Alright, so we are going to do another finish. So if you just watch, try to do this slow enough where people can see. I've had a few people state that I've helped them learn how to park and learn how to end and start threads, and I love it. I love when something I do helps somebody else, or something, some kind of information I have helps somebody else. It just, I don't know, makes my day to know that I was able to help somebody. I think that's why I like the IT tech job so much, is because basically my goal is to try to help somebody all day long. Oh, all right. So that is actually going to be the end of me today. Back up a little bit. Alright, so yeah, that is the end of me today. Let us scroll this out, see if I can get y'all a bigger picture of what I'm working on. Let's see. This is where I'm at. So this is the ear right here. So I'm working on the brow, I guess is what you call it. Let's see. So it's a lot of grays and browns and blacks. And then once I get down into the next section, I actually have the eyeballs to look forward to, which those are probably going to be fairly confetti heavy. But it'll be all good. Yeah, so I'm really enjoying this piece. I've not had any issue stitching on it this week, but who knows? We will see in a a week from now if I still feel like stitching on this, because I've got 2 days. I got Saturday and Sunday that should have plenty of time for stitching. So, all right, I'm just rambling now, so I'm gonna say goodnight, everybody. Hope everybody has a great day, a great weekend, and I will see everybody next week. Well, everybody will see me next week. Bye, everybody. Happy stitching and a great week.